Camera off.
Yes.
Great. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this latest episode of the Diversey BW Hotelier GM Show Series Season 3. We're well into the fourth week. In fact, we're going to close the fourth week today with both the shows. And this is our 15th episode. And we are in the city of my love, right? The city of joy, Kolkata. And 4 p.m. is showtime. And we have a wonderful topic and an equally wonderful set of general managers, whom we shall bring to the show in a few moments. The topic today is MICE and Weddings, Managing Large-Scale Events in Kolkata. Today we'll be focusing, like I said, on MICE and Weddings, Managing Large-Scale Events in Kolkata. Kolkata has been known for its historic charm and cultural depth and is fast becoming a preferred destination for MICE as well as for luxurious weddings. Now let us set the stage for an engaging discussion on how heritage and hospitality have come together to create exceptional guest experiences. Like I did just mention, we have a fantastic set of general managers. They carry the load of this industry in the location, not just the location in the country, for their brands and the entire business. First in is Gaurav Soneja, who's the cluster general manager for the ITC Royal Bengal and the ITC Sonar Kolkata. Both the hotels you can see in his virtual background. Welcome to the show, Gaurav.
Good evening, Khanna Saab. Happy to be part of this panel, and I look forward to sharing some insights and learning from my colleagues in the hospitality industry. Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you. Next in is Sunil Kumar, who's the general manager for the rather well-appointed JW Marriott in Kolkata. Sunil, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mr. Khanna, and thank you for arranging such a beautiful forum, and which you always do very well. And glad to be a part of this forum, and looking forward for next 1 hour with you.
Pleasure. Next in is Arnab Chatterjee. Needs no introduction. He's the general manager of the Taj Bengal in Kolkata.
Thank you, Mr. Khanna, for inviting me back to the show. And we had a wonderful discussion last time when I joined. I still remember that. And to be on the GM show.
Always
great
to
1
have
hour.
you back. Yeah, thank you for being there. Next in is the newest entrant to Kolkata, Delhi girl who's coming from Bangalore here on a new assignment, Manisha Sharma. She's the general manager of the Westin Kolkata Rajarhat. Welcome to the show, Manisha?
Thank you, Mr. Khanna. It's great to be back on this platform and would be great to catch up with all our fellow colleagues. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. You can switch on your camera. Last but not the least, Animesh Barat, who's the general manager for the Hyatt Regency in Kolkata. Welcome to the show, Animesh.
Thank you, Bhuvanesh. I'm so happy to be here in this forum today. With just 4 months now in Calcutta, it's quite overwhelming, and I'm super excited to share my insights today. So, thank you.
Well, you have a great location and a great asset to run in a brilliant city.
Thank you.
Right. So, welcome all. Sunil, you can switch on your camera. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there. Good. Good to see you. All right. So, without much ado, may I begin the show?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Please.
Yes,
I'll
please.
get firing with the first question to my friend Gaurav Soneja, our second show together. In fact, the third one, Gaurav?
Third one, sir.
Yeah, third one. So, ITC Royal Bengal is as royal gets. Tell me, it is synonymous with grandeur and scale. How do you manage operations during mega events, especially when hosting multiple large-scale functions simultaneously? And of course, you had both the assets that sit behind you.
So, I'm glad that you asked me this question because, my heart lies in large banqueting, large events. And to key to any event for that matter is the planning and the detailing. So in ITC Sonar, ITC Royal Bengal, we do large set of events, and thankful we are really thankful to a company that who has given us such a big infrastructure to run. We have almost 1 lakh square feet of banqueting space and almost 700 rooms with 22 meeting venues. So large scale event is something which is which gets us going. But as I said, it's the planning and the detailing, and detailing not only within the team. I think the detailing with the clients, where we ask, sit across and ask difficult questions to each other, because these are the keys where you actually can go wrong and right. That's the difference between event, which is successful. So I think that's where the key lies. And once we do the detailing, we have a set of since we have a large banqueting, we have a set of dedicated teams. We put a spot with every team from every department, and that's where the detailing is done. We also have capacity management in terms of that we have multiple venues, so that gives us little flexibility of doing events, where to do, when, and how to plan. Over the years, we have built quite a big infrastructure for our banqueting, and we have multiple lobbies where we can do check-in and check-outs from. So that gives us a big advantage. We believe in empowering our associates, and over the time, they have become our biggest asset, because a guy who's been working with us over the years, he can handle a big event of its own. So that's something which really helps us in managing these big events. Guest feedback is another one within the when the event is happening. When after the event, we make WhatsApp groups with the organizers and our key people from the operation. So within the event, if something is going right or wrong, we know immediately and we can take actions. So these are the things which you have to do for large events. And thankfully, we are the preferred choice when it comes to large events in east of India.
Excellent. Sunil, सुन रहे हो तुम्हारा नेबर क्या बोल रहा है?
सब कुछ.
सब कुछ. All right. Yeah, but Gaurav, tell me, do you at times get to use both the assets, given the adjacency of the two properties?
Basically, we always use both the assets. for
Acha.
any large event. Now we do events for 500, 600 rooms. In fact, why both? We use all three. JW is also part of our inventory only.
True,
That's
true.
how we consider. So every time there's a large event which comes to the city, we always sell JW as well. So we make sure that JW gets a within the hub, within the walking distance, we have 1,000 luxury rooms, and that's how we.
That see, competition is one thing, but camaraderie
Yeah.
and we're after all friends. We've all come to carve a living for ourselves.
Absolutely.
So there are two ways to compete against each other, with each other,
Absolutely.
So
right?
right.
So that is good to know. So tell me, Gaurav, thank you so much. That was a wonderful response. Sunil,
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
JW Marriott needs no introduction. I mean, the KM Highway has everything going for the industry. That entire stretch. Tell me, JW Marriott is really modern and it's luxurious. I've seen it. I've
Yes.
lived there. How do you balance cutting edge technology with traditional hospitality to enhance the MICE and wedding experience? Because you've got the gift of space, you've got the rooms, you've got the keys, you've got the banquets, you've
Yes.
got it all.
Yes, sir. As you rightly said, it's a modern hotel. It's a luxury hotel. It has a mix of both, traditional and the new edging cut. Where we're talking about balancing, but I would say instead of balancing, I would say supporting each other. Wherein it's about enhancing a cutting edge technology with traditional approach. Not mentioning what every hotel has, I will only talk about 4 5 points which we leverage. We are we are the only one. We are one of the largest ballroom we have close to. We can accommodate up to 2,000, 3,000 people at the same time. And also in that hall, we are the only hotel to have a LED wall, which is largest, which we offer it as a part of offering into a banquet hall, which primarily mostly used by corporate events and to sometimes socials as well if they want to screen the entire family events, so on and so forth. And with that, we do also offer AR filters where guests can actually visualize a space without even decorating a space. They can visualize how the banquet space looks. We have that one software to even offer for MICE and social event. And to enhance the MICE and wedding experience, even before they come to the hotel, we have curated a videos which we can send it to them. They get a clear picture of what they can have indoor, outdoor spaces. With all this, if you have to add technology for MICE and social guests, we do a paperless check-in and we do a mobile check-in. These are 5 features where we getting this cutting edge technology with the traditional offerings in our banquet space.
And also, apart from what you have to offer, the guest is far more accustomed now and ready to, play footsie with technology.
So right.
And also, COVID has made it really possible.
Very possible. And you rightly said, and mobile keys, that's one leverage, even we don't have to even promote. We have guests coming forward and asking for it. So they don't have to go through this wedding group check-in, check-out counter. They can immediately just check in even before entering the hotel through the mobile check-in and just get into the rooms.
Yeah, true. For the uninitiated, the galaxy of luxurious properties, hotels that Calcutta has to offer, given the size of Calcutta, there are very few parallels. And that brings me to Taj Bengal. Taj Bengal is, right up there. So tell me, Arnab,
So my friends have already set the context, and I must say, well, with Gaurav and Sunil, their respective hotels, 1,000 keys in that part of the city, uh, it was important for us as Taj Bengal to position our hotel in a way that we don't get into that cluster. So we positioned
Let
ourselves.
me add over here, how do you incorporate this legacy into your MICE and wedding offerings to appeal to both domestic and international guests?
That's correct. So that's what I was talking about. So
Yeah.
if you have between ITC Sonar, Royal, and JW 1,000 keys with I think in totality their square feet area of banqueting is close to, correct me if I'm wrong, 40,000 square feet in all. Gaurav and Sunil.
Yes, close to, yeah.
Yeah, so 40,000 square feet of area between the three hotels, plus you have a large government
Million Milla.
exhibition center. It was the need of the hour that we position ourselves very differently to the overall MICE segment for that matter. So it's for us it is more to do with niche MICE. Luxury quotient is very high, etc. It is important that we position the hotel in a way that we don't clutter the entire space and keep ourselves still moving in that space of meetings, incentives, conferences, social events for that matter. When it comes to Taj, the Tajness quotient again is very, very high in our hotel, and which is wonderfully backed by departments such as housekeeping, food and beverage, where we personalize a lot of stuff for any groups which is checking into the hotel. It is important for us to create that aura, that grandeur when they step into a hotel like Taj Bengal. The hotel has one of the best lobbies in the city, which gives us that space, and as you enter the lobby, that gives you. So from the check-in to the entire experience of going to the room, etc., is created in a way so that people get that essence of luxury, which is equally important for whether it's a conference or whether it's a social event. And social events in Calcutta are very, very key to all our hotels in the city. And each and every wedding which comes with a differentiator, and the hotel to back it up is equally important.
I completely agree. And you see, you can lean upon all that the IHCL has to offer from across the country to make it even more special.
Correct.
Yeah. Thank you, Arnab. Manisha, after the Renaissance in Bangalore to now the Westin in Kolkata, right? You're in the thick of action, and where thick of action as thick as it gets in Rajarhat. Tell me, the Westin is located in a great part of the city, right? It's extremely busy now. And gradually you see a whole lot of hotels coming up in a cluster. So you get a feel of a mini aero city out there. How does this location enhance your ability to attract MICE business and weddings?
Thank you, Mr. Khanna, for the question. As rightly said, yes, there's lots happening towards Rajarhat. So at Westin, we try and blend the modern luxury with the warmth of Indian hospitality. Try and offer a seamless experience for our business and leisure travelers alike. Our strategic location in the city's evolving business and lifestyle district ensures easy connectivity to the airport, to IT hubs, and to many commercial centers, making us a preferred choice for MICE events. What sets us apart truly is ability to host our events with a sense of place. We celebrate Kolkata's rich heritage through curated experiences, from Bengali-inspired decor to regionally inspired cuisines. So whether it is an international conference that we are hosting or a grand wedding at the hotel, we try and infuse every gathering with a personalized sense of cultural authenticity as well. Our expansive banquet spaces and the lush outdoor venues that we have become a perfect backdrop for any celebrations that we have. And when we look at this sub-market, I guess we are very well placed, and there's more to come here.
There's more to come here. What more and how much more?
A lot more, because this is the area which is developing very, very soon. And it has got a lot of hotels as well coming up. And also we are closest to the Bist Bangla Center. So it helps us to do larger events.
And a quick getaway to, I mean, you're actually midway between the city and the airport.
Right.
Yeah, so great. Thanks. I hope you're settling in well.
Absolutely well.
All right. Animesh, again new to the city, but not that you don't know the city. Tell me, first of all, how are you taking to Calcutta?
As I mentioned, I came in right at the time when, city was getting into the festive season of Durga Puja. I was right on the day of Durga Puja, and I saw a different Calcutta this time altogether. I mean, it had the highest travelers coming into the city after becoming this, Calcutta becoming part of the circuit for, the puja was extremely popular with the Western country. The hotel it became a staycation for localites. It was a different Calcutta which I had known. I mean,
Salt Lake is where most of the action is.
Well, a part of it, I mean, of course, there's so much more happening in the other side of town also. I mean, in the city also. But yes, Salt Lake, and of course, Hyatt, having its own legacy of 22 years now, sits right in heart of Calcutta now. So, to your question,
Animesh, with its strong presence in both business and leisure markets, how do you tailor your MICE and wedding packages to appeal to these distinct segments? And Calcutta has a significantly deep pocket when it comes to spending on weddings.
Absolutely. So, as I mentioned, when I came in, of course, I was told there are these legacy guests who keep coming to this hotel, both from events, weddings. But I was quite surprised and taken back, because when I came in, I could see large conferences, I could see a lot of weddings happening, medical conferences in January. So I've in the last 4 months, I've seen it all kind of, in the city. What has changed is I could figure out that, the customers now are quite well traveled. They are young, they are engaged, whether it is they are coming here for a wedding or they are coming here for MICE. I don't want to take the credit of what the team earlier has done to this hotel, but we are well poised as a company. We want to ensure our guests feel more cared, more efficient with our operations, and more impactful. So the point that we wanted to get ourselves connected with these MICE and wedding organizers was on well-being. So that is somewhere we used our Hyatts, where we believe that wellness is a road and well-being is a destination. We tried to curate and tailor-make all our offerings based on well-being, whether it is for a MICE, offering them. I mean, if somebody has seen our property, we have got huge expanse, which I feel that none of the hotels have, with open spaces. We've got the stadium next door, we've got a lot of open spaces. So that is what people cherish. That is what people love. And, whether it is a group yoga sessions or, meals outside, we have that advantage of curating them, getting well-being into that, including weddings. I mean, when I came in, we did a couple of NRI weddings also, where the couples now, they are just not, or they're not only about, big buffets, but they are, and I could see some weddings where they're talking about less is more. I mean, for them, they are looking at modern food, they are looking at healthy food options. They want to feel relaxed. The couple and their family, they want to feel relaxed rather than leaving stressed out. I saw them getting engaged with spa, using our our wellness centers. So that's where we have been customizing our offering. We want to be different by offering them what they want rather than what we do best. So that is something that I keep telling my team, that tailor it to what they want, not to what we want to offer.
And people are ready to indulge, and if they want to indulge, they're ready to push their hand in the pocket.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think they're seeing it internationally. They're seeing it. I mean, thanks to all the international hotels now in India, they compare it. They know what they are asking for. They know what they are getting. So they are willing to spend on well-being today. So
So thanks, and Animesh, that was very useful. I have this short question for all of you. Uh, we're aware of what is happening with our neighbors. So there was a significant inflow of guests, be they for wedding shopping or for medical
Medical.
tourism. So, how much is the loss of that traveler, and how are you going to manage it? This is for all of you. Why don't you have a short
So
5 minutes?
I'll take this question. I think that market is, at least I know Gaurav can correct me. Uh, we have two RPDs, sir. That kind of that's the demand we have for that market. Arnab is the only one who celebrates that share of business.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
This side of the town also we have very, very less business
Here the
from that
buck
side.
passes to us, to me, back, Mr. Khanna.
yeah, go
No,
ahead.
nothing. So I'll tell you. So August is when the Oberoi Grand decided to shut their doors for renovation. So and this is equally the time when the neighbor country was going through certain political issues. Uh, Visa is a trouble till date. So what it the inflow of tourists, what we used to have, whether it was for medical, whether it's for leisure, has considerably come down. So if we used to have almost 30 RPD in the city at one point in time, which is a couple of years ago. That has considerably come down to maybe not than 5 RPD in total.
So what is, if one was to say typically in percentages, what is the drop?
Oh,
I'll,
the drop is close to 80%. Because
20
you, yeah,
Bhuvnesh ji, I have
20%
invested a
which is
lot.
coming, 20, sorry, Gaurav, but 20%
Well,
just, yeah,
yeah,
which is
carry
coming
on,
is,
carry on.
they do have visas, which is equally there, but the visas which are expired, they
They're
don't
not.
have, they have to stay back. Yeah, Gaurav.
Yeah,
So
Gaurav?
Bhuvnesh ji, I have personally invested a lot in that market because that market has a lot of potential. As far as, and I have 700 rooms to sell. So I've personally gone to Dhaka to sell my hotel 3, 4 times, and I can tell you that I saw some success. We had reached almost 15 RPD from there, which is down to almost 1 RPD.
So for the uninitiated who are going to be watching RPD,
Yeah.
Per
So
day.
rooms
Rooms
per
per day.
night, per day.
yeah,
Per day.
yeah.
Rooms per day. So 15 rooms per day from that market was like, and they come on a very premium, this thing. They spend a lot of money in the hotel. So it has now considerably, it has come down. As Arnab said, where, between ITC, especially Oberoi's used to get almost 70 to 80 rooms per day from that market. And after Oberoi is shut down, Arnab is saying that he's down to almost 10. So all these people have, it's not that they are going somewhere else, it's that they are not coming to India anymore.
But I'm
So,
sure things will settle in, and we do have that the thin line of hope, and I'm sure things will be revived soon. And that's what my friends in Dhaka and friends in travel fraternity, they keep on saying. Hopefully, we'll see them back.
so there's still people who are traveling from there,
Yes.
but it's like, off and on.
Yeah.
Very, yeah.
I must tell you, I have a immediate family member in Dhaka who's now moving out. Unfortunately, it's not looking very good.
Yeah.
It's going
That's
to
what
take
I heard.
time. Yeah, it's going to take time.
Yeah.
It will.
So the inbound over there is completely dried up. The outbound is on booking for months All right, that brings us to the mid part of our show, and I'll take a short 30-second break, and I'll come back to you, Gaurav. Thank you, Diversey. Thank you for holding our hand, holding the hand of the industry, because you know what, you don't even realize the good job that you're doing by investing in the show. You help us to reach the furthest corners of the subcontinent. And let me tell you, I just got a message from a hotelier in Sydney who's been there 30 years. And he's messaging me. He says, how can I get on the show? I watched every episode. I've been getting messages from Europe, from Africa, and of course from the Middle East is regular. So then I asked him, I said, do you watch it regularly? He said, not just me. All us hoteliers, we are hooked onto the show. So hopefully someday we'll come in. I said, sure, we'll do a session. So he just got through to me on LinkedIn. All right. And all that I can tell you is he's a Mahajan. So you can keep guessing who that is. All right, Gaurav, time to get back to you with a second question, if I may.
Please, sir.
All right, tell me, Gaurav, ITC Sonar's focus on sustainability and luxury helps you differentiate your mice and offerings in a competitive market. How does that happen?
So, I'm again grateful that you asked me that question. ITC Sonar is a business resort. So, it's a business hotel with a resort feel. And ITC
What
Sonar,
we
in
now
fact,
typically call bleisure.
yes. So ITC Sonar was the first hotel in the world to earn carbon credits. That was way back in 2007, not in India, in the world. It's a LEED Platinum hotel, and it's the second hotel in the world to earn LEED Water certification. So, these certificates obviously ensures our promise to luxury and uphills the planet positive, sensitivity towards the hotel. So ITC hotels obviously appeals to the businesses who want to be who wants to do business with the greener hotels, eco-friendly practices and stuff. And that's the key, differentiator with the competitive set. Whether ITC Sonar has a unique feature, it has the lawn, Sundarban lawn, which is like the most demanded open area within the winters and can cater to almost 1,500 people. Plus our own initiatives within the ITC, whether it's the responsible dining, whether it's, alert meat, Shunya Aqua, alert, dining and treats which we do. So these are the initiatives which actually makes ITC Sonar a very unique place for a MICE destination and a choice for people who have sustainability goals. And how people have also in a recent time, how value, there's a shift in value. People are asking for more greener options. People are asking for options which they want to indulge in the luxury space where there's no carbon footprints and stuff. So more and more companies are actually coming, and that's where we have an edge on the competition.
Yeah, really no competition. You guys are all together in it. Yeah, but it's healthy so that you can all, talk to each other and work with each other to take the lot of the industry ahead. But yes, extremely well put, Gaurav. Thank you for your input. Uh,
Thank you.
yeah, you know, अगर आप देखो, I've seen how the ITC Royal Bengal came up. I used to every time drive, I said, "ये क्या बना रहे हैं? बनता ही जा रहा है." But now that we get to see, it's massive. All right, Sunil,
Yes, sir.
now that I'm done with your next door neighbor, tell me, can you share some insights into how you positioned JW Marriott Kolkata as a top choice for premium weddings and large scale celebrations?
Okay.
Of course, you guys have hosted the who's who of the IPL,
Yes.
but that apart, all of you.
Yes.
Gaurav, you've also hosted IPL, all of you?
All of us, yes.
So ever since IPL has started, KKR stays with us. We are the home hotel.
All right, great. Sunil, Botao.
Okay. So our ballroom, the state of art ballroom is one of the largest. We don't have multiple largest like how a Gaurav hotel would have. But we have one, which is close to 14,500 square feet. Serves a perfect canvas for opulent weddings in the city. And what we also leverage is we've got a highest ceiling height is about 32 feet. And what complements with that is with the banquet hall, we are the largest, I would say, in terms of a pre-function area, close to 9,000 square feet. Along with we give an extension of lawn area also, which is close to 5,700 square feet. Few other points where we leverage and we position is the parking space. We have close to 200 parking space in the hotel itself. We do not take any cars outside the hotel. And also we started to offer EV chargers complimentary for resident and non-resident guests as a part of a package, which is also part of it's in the basement itself. Adding to it, we have a beautiful infinity poolside, which also can have intimate special socials and otherwise even corporates as well. And in the city, we've been known for a bespoke events, our New Year events, our Dandiya, our Holi, and we do nightlife pop-up nights. So we're quite well known, and we also leverage that space. And also, as Arnab mentioned, we also kind of leverage by using Million Mela as a space. Last year, we quite we're the only one who had a kind of an approval to do outdoor catering. This year, most of us are part of it, but we do leverage that space as well. Bridal room, we have a beautiful 5 lavish, studios along with the bridal room. And with adding to all of this, as our portfolio is big, when we are sitting and closing the socials, we just don't put down our menu. We also leverage all of the Marriott hotels where there are specialty restaurant chefs. We do also pull in those chefs to kind of customize each mice and social events here at JW Marriott Kolkata.
Excellent. Excellent. So thank you, Sunil. That was very valuable. Arnab, let me come in with my next poser for you. Tell me, how does your team handle the logistical challenges of hosting elaborate weddings and events that demand high levels of personalization?
As I mentioned in my earlier, answer, that it is important that you have all the departments, operational departments, working in tandem to handle any large social or international conferences, etc. So backed by a fantastic front office team to housekeeping to food and beverage, these are the operations which once the sales and marketing brings in the business, it is important for these 3 departments to work in tandem as a team and deliver the best and deliver the tajness which we talk about. In today's day and time, I would say customization is key for any social and especially weddings, because we are talking mostly about weddings. It is extremely important because today's guests are well traveled. They know global cuisines. And specifically in Calcutta, food is a big catch, because everybody talks about lavish decors, the hotel rooms, etc. But what ends up is what you're serving,
True.
the food and the drinks. So, I think there is this space is important, and that is where my hotel and what we have done in past 2 years, specifically after I'm in charge. We have tried to develop newer cuisines, I would say, and we are backed with some fantastic restaurants across India. And we try and get chefs from whether it's Karavali, Southern Spice, Ming Yang. Although I have my award-winning restaurants, Shinazri and Shunargaon, which is a huge, which for which guests are coming in. Because today, whenever I'm sitting for drafting out or curating a menu for any social, they all ask for limited yet very customized. So, the number of chefs which are currently working behind the counters has immensely increased. What it used to be maybe 5 years back, we used to lay down everything on the buffet. So it is like each restaurant is catering to the larger audience, and it's like a global cuisine theater which is going on in a social wedding kind of a scenario. And that's where I see that's moving. And I'm sure that will be the same thing with all our other colleagues who are so that's how guests are asking for.
I mean, the entire, the hotel is like an orchestra. It has to play and work in tandem.
Correct.
And that has to be completely in sync with what is on the table.
Absolutely. We had some, so as an example, I'll give you last week, and all other city hotels must have had a very challenging time, because we had 5 consecutive days of weddings between 20th to the 26th. So multiple weddings going on the same day, and teams catering to.
Saya thing.
Sorry?
Saya, whatever the auspicious.
Yeah, Saya. Correct. And in a way, we were one day catering to some 15 types of cuisines in 3 different venues.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell.
So I kudos to our chef and the food and beverage team, which actually delivers that on ground, and each went happy. That's something which is.
Absolutely. Thank you, Arnab.
Thank you.
Manisha, let me now just circle into you.
Yes, Mr.
Tell me, wellness is a core part of the Westin brand. How do you integrate wellness into the guest experience during large-scale events, be they MICE, be they weddings? And also tell me, are they ready to splurge? If splurge is the right word.
So, for Westin, wellness is the most important pillar that we have, and it's not an afterthought. It's woven into every experience that we have at the hotel. We take inspiration from the Indian philosophy of holistic wellness for ensuring guests leave feeling refreshed, balanced, and inspired. Our Eat Well menus are crafted with locally sourced nutritious ingredients. Our Sleep Well amenities ensure that guests enjoy restful nights, allowing them to wake up rejuvenated. Events at the Westin go beyond business. We incorporate mindful break zones, guided meditation sessions, and movement breaks. These are inspired by India's rich tradition of yoga. We also have unique venues at the hotel, like the helipad lounge at the 32nd floor, which is a open air setting with amazing views. And guests can unwind at our Olympic sized pool, our heavenly spa, and the Western workout studio. So what we try to do is blend the Indian hospitality, the local culture, the food ingredients, the cuisines, with a deep commitment of well-being. That's how we want every event at the hotel not only to be successful and also to be meaningful for our guests. And as you asked whether they like to splurge, yes. Every traveler that we've seen at the hotel is looking into these aspects while they are traveling, whether it is spa, whether it is the fitness studio, whether it is talking about their specific cuisines. So yes, they like to splurge a lot.
Tell me, when we talk about splurging, um, let's look at the age bracket. The Gen Z, do they still call it Gen Z? Hopefully, yes. Right? Then you, then me, my generation, right?
Right.
Me, who is ready to splurge? All of them? Or the younger ones are a little more, and you guys a little more, little less? And
So
my
the younger ones, of course, are a little more, and all of us, of course, are a little more on this side, as I would put it.
You're right.
and they're ready to have fun, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because I think our generation was brought up on savings. We have to save. My
Right,
kids are not saving. That does not go past them.
right.
So that's good. All right. Thank you, Manisha. That was very valuable.
Thank you.
Animesh,
Yes, Mr. Khanna.
what role does innovation in event planning play in maintaining your hotel's position as a leading choice for large-scale events?
So, to your question, I mean, I keep telling my team that if you are not innovating, you are, you will become irrelevant. I mean, that's very straight and simple. And especially when it comes to large scale events, innovation becomes a disruptor. It becomes differentiator. Whether it is MICE events or even weddings. So I'll break it into smaller. Whether it comes innovation in how you plan the seating. I mean, gone are the days when people want round table cluster seating, classroom seating. People want beautiful lounges. People want the banquet hall to look as good as their office spaces. I mean, how they do up their spaces. So we want to be flexible with that. We are okay. We source out furniture for them, which is different from how standard banquet equipments are. So we innovate there. Whether it is audiovisuals, we look out for audiovisual vendors. We just don't go with a standard one person that he is our audiovisual vendor. We will look out for audiovisual vendors who have got innovative equipments, I mean, to provide to our customers. Food and beverage, of course, it plays a big part. Arnab said something about getting his signature restaurants of Taj. So we have similar legacy of whether it is Cellini, whether it is TK's, or whether it is China House or China Kitchen. We have got these big and beautiful restaurants. So we are inculcating chefs from there, the menu items. We are bringing all that into picture. Even for conferences, I mean, gone are the days when people want that 2 non-veg, 3 vegetarian. I mean, people are just it needs to be an open canvas. I mean, they want to try out new items. And our Hyatt program, Call Us Together by Hyatt, it gives a huge flexibility and to the hotel and the customer to innovate and bring out new things, new items onto the table. So I would say these are few things that we use, and of course, I'll keep falling back on well-being. Manisha's brand is, of course, they pioneer on well-being, but that's also something that a lot of innovation can be done. And well-being is not only about. I feel well-being is not only about putting them into a yoga class or putting them into a. Well-being is about giving them an exposure, doing a meeting outdoors. Why only do indoors? We did. Recently, we did a small meeting which was out by the poolside. It was not in those closed, confined spaces. Evening entertainment. We could, in one of the conferences, we understood the CEO of the company. He loves soccer. We took him to the Salt Lake Stadium where there was a Mohan Bagan match happening. We gave them some box dinners. They carried with them. They enjoyed the evening. So it was a different, evening for them. So that is well-being, where you.
These small things, small as they may be,
Yeah.
they actually lift the experience and loyalty to another level.
Correct.
Yeah. So well said. I'm happy I asked you that. You know, Calcutta and food, they like Arnab spoke, like Gaurav also, right? Or Manisha's wellness offerings. So Calcutta and food go hand in hand. I mean, it takes not just the mishti, but it elevates the entire experience. Has very few parallels. But I have this question that for all of you, all five of you, talent. You know, hospitality as an industry is the biggest generator of direct and indirect employment. That be one part of my what I'm saying. The other thing is cutting edge talent. How do you people manage that? Because today attrition is high. The hoteliers have a lot of choices. But you also have the gift of the Northeast, which is next to you, and Bengal. Tell me more. Who wants to take that? Or all of you?
I'll go first. So what we've realized is these days, it is not about how associate he or she is skilled enough. It's become a tenure kind of a promotion. That if you finish 12 months, you will become a supervisor. If you finish 24 months, you become an assistant manager. This is unsaid, and that's how the trends have been. If we don't promote them, you have, you know, a next hotel who will also pick them up thinking that they finished 1 year. And of course, in interview, they would exactly answer what you want to hear. So keeping that trend on, so what we have initiated is, instead of other promising them that come to my hotel, I'll promote you, we've also started to do so internally, that you finish 12 months, if you, and we do a gap analysis for everybody, an associate to a next level, we give them gap analysis.
Is brand loyalty not up for consideration?
Or if you ask me honestly, none of my seniors are here, the answer is no.
Well, they're watching.
Yeah, the answer is no. And we have to live with this, sir. And for them, what matters is not the money. What matters for them these days is work-life balance as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Anybody else wants to pitch in?
I'll add
Yeah,
on. Oh, okay. Yeah, good.
go
Manisha,
ahead, Animesh, please.
Okay. So I'll just say in one thing. I mean, we have started looking a little differently in hiring our people. I think that cookie cutter approach of just hiring people from hotel background, that needs to change. We are looking at people from events background. We are looking at people from retail background who have got the attitude. Every company says we hire people for attitude. Then why do we keep looking for people from hospitality? So I'll sum it up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what Sunil said for tenure is the new thing which is happening, and we are seeing it all across. What Animesh said, that it's better to hire for talent. Absolutely, at least we can look at the tenure which is shortened, where it is becoming more of 12 months. At the same time, the work-life balance is something that we should promote more, because with things like overtime, which Marriott does very nicely, the overtime policy that we have. Everything like this, if it is introduced, obviously one side of it is to look at the tenure, the other side is the skill set. But we'll have to keep on adding things like these to ensure the well-being is maintained.
Thanks, Manisha. Arnab and Gaurav, you have to tell.
So, I'll come in here. We have, as a company, we have started looking at it a little more differently. People who are on board and who wants to, why would they leave is the question which, as a company, we are asking. So we have taken a lot of initiatives that no one in a hotel, whether it's a manager or a junior staff or even an internship, the guy who is doing an internship, should not even spend more than 9 hours. So every day in the morning meeting, I look at people who have spent more than 9 hours in my hotel, and then the HOD has to come back and answer me that why this guy has not left within that 9 hours. Between 9 or 10 hours, they have to leave my hotel. Plus, how do we engage with them? How do we make sure that the talent is not leaving us? So there are several such initiatives. Like one of the things which we again monitor is, has everyone taken 6 off within the month? that there are times when people are not taking 6 off. So again, there's a full, and these reports we have to send to HQ, the why a particular person has not taken 6 off within the month. So these are the initiatives which are really redefining how hospitality or hotels were considered, that long hours and no offs and stuff
Things
like
are
that.
changing. Things are changing
Things
for
are changing and changing very fast. So there are many initiatives like this which ITC Hotels has now started. And we earlier used to do it, but it wasn't, we never used to register it. But now there's a
I
trail.
know for a fact, Arun was telling me, I think, at Marriott, uh, that they've started doing a 5-day week. Is that right, Sunil?
Not as yet, sir.
Not as
We're
yet.
doing 5.5, but not 5.
Then it must be at the headquarters and regional level.
No, I
At
know
Hyatt we
few other companies have initiated it. There is a chat going on
Any
this.
of you doing 5 days a week?
At Hyatt we do 5
I
days.
they do.
There you are.
Yeah.
There you are. There you are. That all right. Arnab,
So talent acquisition is primary importance. You have all heard about the number of hotels we are supposed to open by 2030 as part of
I'm
our.
completely aware.
Yes. So there, if we don't nurture talent today, we won't be reaching that number. Number two, it is backed by a very robust, HR system which is currently working towards what Gaurav just mentioned about, how we are keeping a control of 9 hours shift, etc. So until and unless these factors are taken into account, and why will a kid join the hotel industry, and why will that kid continue being hotel in the hotel if we don't balance work life? So it is important that we look into that, because the end goal is defined. So we need to start mapping it from today itself, so that we reach to that end goal of 700, 800 hotels, and have so many general managers, so many food and beverage managers, so many front office heads.
Great. Thanks. So that was a useful discussion. We've come to the last part of our show. I have a short Kaun Banega Crorepati with you, or KBC. Tell me how many domestic and international flights operate on an average per day at Kolkata's, we used to call it the Dum Dum, now it's of course called the
200.
Hanji?
200 domestic and
200.
international
200.
25.
How many?
200 domestic
7.
and
200.
25
So
international.
25.
I'll give you exact figure. There are 384 movements, 192 scheduled flights, 170 domestic, and 22 international flights.
Let's give it to Gaurav.
No, I'll give it to Gaurav, but then I have a response. So the average is approximately 220
132.
flights a day.
Yeah.
So if that's a bit of a dampener, Arnab, sorry we missed you out.
I
No,
said
then I was
132
right. I
average
said
flights a day.
225. So I said 225. Closest.
Same here. Closest.
Okay,
No,
I
guys.
said
Manisha, you said
300.
200.
Today, Mr.
200 plus
Khanna, we are getting
25.
AI. So ask Gemini and she will throw up what you need.
What are we getting for prize? Then you can tell us who
Post
has
Mr.
won.
Khanna and the PW team at the hotel.
But with whoever wins it, he hosts us all. But tell me,
I'll take the trophy then.
all right, take it. It's yours. Tell me what percentage of West Bengal's overall tourist arrivals is attributed to Kolkata annually.
30 to 40%.
30 to 40.
Oh, I thought it would
You're
be more.
echoing Manisha now. You're just saying the same.
Huh? Sorry?
No,
I
no.
thought it would be more than that. I don't have the right answer, but I thought it would be more.
No, Mr.
No?
Khanna will have. But otherwise, it is 30 to 40% is what my intel says.
Chalo, tera ho gaya turn, Sunil. You've lost it. Gaurav and Arnab,
Arnab, you go first.
ye dekho.
No, I have to ask Gemini. Sorry.
No, don't cheat.
Around 60%.
All right, you're nearest. You're nearest. In fact, you're on the ball.
75, 70,
65%.
70?
60 to 65%.
60
Not
to
70.
Okay.
That's the range.
Yeah. Darjeeling constitutes to a large extent as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
So now I definitely am hosting all of you.
Yeah, all of us. And I'm coming.
Please, most welcome.
Gaurav, that's so sweet of you, but thanks a lot. You know, I must tell you, I have really had a ball in this session. I hope you have too. I've really enjoyed my session. I've done it freely the way I've wanted to. And you guys have played, you've played footsie, you've jived well, right? I've short of words.
Really enjoyed too.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Let me sum up the show, Gaurav. Gaurav, you've emphasized how ITC Bengal and ITC Sonar manage mega events seamlessly while maintaining their commitment to sustainability and luxury, right? You've also, for the other parts also you've contributed. Sunil, you've discussed how JW Marriott Kolkata manages and balances modern technology and traditional hospitality to create exceptional guest experiences.
Thank you.
Arnab, you shared how Taj Bengal incorporates its heritage charm into MICE and weddings, offering personalized services to every guest. And Manisha, you've spoken about, Westin and well-being. You've spoken about how Westin Kolkata leverages its Rajarhat location and attracts MICE and wedding business while integrating wellness into its events.
Thank you.
Animesh, new as you may be, little, almost as much as Manisha, maybe a few months here and there. You've provided insights into Hyatt Regency Kolkata's focus on innovation and tailoring experiences to cater both businesses and leisure travelers. We've also spoken about how we have to pick up and what is the effect of the missing travelers from a neighboring country and the talent pinch. So thank you so much. This has been a wonderful session for me. Calcutta, like I said, not just a city of joy, it's my city of love. I have so much, so I don't know what's the emotion. I've never lived there, but I keep coming there. And let me tell you, I like to walk the city. So now the trams are not there. I used to ride at the Tolly Club, so
Yeah.
where the memories are.
It's still there in some routes.
Yeah,
The trams are still there in some routes.
very minimal. I mean, you
Yeah.
hardly can see
Minimal, yeah.
Yeah, but then thank you so much. Before I
forward, sir.
close the show, I'm going to take a short break to thank Diversey with the video. Thank you, Diversey. Thank you, Team BW and Team BW Hotelier. You guys do all the slogging behind the screen, right? And to bring such gems twice a day, 4 times a week, all through January and February. For the audiences, thank you for following us. And watch us every Thursday and every Friday, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. We wouldn't disappoint you, right? Thank you again. And now to my fellow speakers, thank you all. Let me start with the lady on the show, Manisha.
Thank you, Mr. Khanna. It was extremely insightful to hear to all the colleagues to understand what you were looking for in terms of Kolkata for this show particularly. It was great to listen to everyone. Thank you so much.
And thank you for being there.
Thank
Next
you.
is Animesh. I'll go by the reverse order, the newest to the city.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Loved every moment of this show. Thank you.
I enjoyed every bit. Next in Arnab.
Thank you, sir. Look forward to having you in the city, and it's always wonderful to be part of this panel on your show.
And thank you for being there. Sunil.
Sir, thank you so much. We being in the same city, we don't have such serious conversations, but through your forum, BW Hotelier, we did, and lovely to connect with all of them at such wonderful forum.
Let me come in over there and we'll do the complete city's general managers together.
Lovely. Look
Done.
forward. That'll be great.
Gaurav,
But lovely,
I'll-
lovely for arranging this. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Gaurav, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Khanna. Thank you. Very well curated show. Really enjoyed. Your questions were very, very sharp, to the point. Thanks to Diversey for sponsoring. Thanks to Businessworld team. Really enjoyed the show. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you for being there. And
Thank
I'll be with you soon in Kolkata. We'll
Look
hold
forward.
hands and
Look
pick a
forward
drink
to that.
together, have a coffee and a bite. God
Yes.
bless you. Go far and carry the weight of this industry. Carry it responsibly, responsibly, and carry it loyally.
Thank you,
Thank
Ji.
you.
Lovely, sir. Have a great evening. Thank you.